everyone, this is CyberDocs. Welcome to another video, and this is going to be the top things to do after installing Kali Linux. Since you can use Kali for different things and configure them differently, therefore, these are only some common stuff that I personally do after installing Kali Linux. And as always, any command that I use in this video will be in the description below, so see it. Before starting that, add sudo to all your commands. I won't be using sudo because I'm the root user. So let's get started. So number one, to configure the source.list configuration repository, the first thing that you want to do, there are different repositories for different Kali Linux version. You can simply copy the repository link that are in this website to your source.list file. You may also disable the source. If you don't need the source code of each and every package, you can also choose between different Kali Linux mirrors around the world. If you are getting low spirits, you can use those mirrors that are near to you and get faster download speeds and lower latency. Type the given command in your terminal or go to your favorite search engine and type Kali source list from here. Copy the source code in default network capacity value and paste it in your source list, and don't forget to save it. Then clear your screen and start typing. Don't forget to add sudo in front of your command. apt-get update. It's take too much time after installing Kali Linux. And after that, apt-get upgrade and press S or Y to update your source repository. Now, so you may see that your PC or laptop is upgrading now, and you may ask, do I need to update it daily? Yes, of course you should. And in the first time, it get more time based on your network speed, so patient. Just the Linux are preparing to unpack, setting up and processing and done. Okay, let's wait for some time. Number 2. Installing Wine. Wine is nothing but a tool which enables you to run Windows application on Linux box. It's just a Windows emulator on top of the Linux. Wine works on all Linux distributions and start typing sudo apt-get install wine to enable wine. Then number 3. Well, installation of tar. Install and configure tar or proxy or any VPN service configuration, and using a VPN or some sort of proxy is most. It will save you from being traced and also maintains your privacy. If you have access to a VPN service, I highly recommend using it, and also make sure everything is configured and it is working. And type the command sudo apt-get install torbrowser-launcher and press Y yes to complete it. Then number 4. Installing tar proxy chain. Proxy chain is capable to do DNS resolving through proxy. Proxy chain can handle any TCP client application such as Nmap, Telnet, etc. Then number 5. Now fifth time you are going to want to do install Git, because it will allow you to download samples of code from any Git repository. Now you will see this referred to in Noble article as cloning the repository. And in general, you will need to use the Git command. So let's jump in and show you how to install Git on a new Kali installation. So to install it, will type sudo apt install git. Now it will go ahead install any dependency you need, and once this is all done, you should see as much output as here. And then number 6. Getting Kali.rp. From get Kali.rp in a shell script for Kali Linux, which use IP tables setting to create transparent proxy through the tar network. The program also allow you to perform various checks like checking the tar exit mode. So in order to clone this program, if I wanted to explore in a browser by typing Kali.rp and go to the code, so I can just copy this here and then paste it after typing git clone, and just like that. Sorry, wait. Allow the work, and then I put in the repository is now cloned locally to my computer. Let's get into by typing cd config ls. And also you just need to add dependency by typing sudo apt get install -y tar curl. Curl is a command line tool to transfer data to or from a server using any of the supported protocols such as HTTP, FTP, POP3, IMAP, etc. and type sudo make install. And so you can fetch calitarphy and anywhere in your PC. Type calitarphy -h indicates that help command. It shows all the needs for the tool to make use of it. For example, I'm typing calitarphy -v. It shows the version of it, and there's a list of um, -c, -h, -v. There's some commands in it, and how we are using it. Now we are installed Git by using calitarphy tool. Now you can find that your IP status. Hope you like this magic. Yeah. Don't forget to hit the button thumbs up to my channel and and then the seventh thing on our list will be to set up multiple terminal environment by Terminator. A free Linux terminal app is a Linux terminal emulator that provides several features that your default terminal app does not support. It provides the ability to create multiple terminals in one window and foster your work progress. You can run multiple commands in different windows. In one command, for example, in one command you can um, what we can say hack a Wi-Fi, and another command use Metasploit, and another terminal you can use nmap, znmap, etc. And then the eighth step will be download and install any package that might not have been included in the image to use install Kali. Now there are a lot of different images that can be used, and some of them are quite some down in order to accommodate a smaller SD card. So if you are using one that was a little bit smaller and doesn't include some of these features, we'll go ahead and install some of the best tool now. Now if you use Kali Linux installation is missing any tool for whatever reason, there's a really quick and easy way to install whole bunch of tools related to a particular goal. You have without needing to go and install them one by one. To check this out, let's go to the tools kali.org/kali-meta package website, where we can see more information about Kali meta packages. Now, Kali Linux meta packages are really cool because they allow us to learn about the various packages that are generally grouped together for various functions, avoiding the need to kind of manually compile a system. If we want to just have avoiding this kind of activity, it kind of to be focused towards a specific use case. We can see there's a list of wireless tools that we can see. There are software defined radio toolkit, and we can also see that RFID and password cracking toolkit, as well as now by clicking on these links expanded and see the various packages that are included. And there's an additional block here which was updating quite some time ago and still shows all the various things you need to do in order to search for and then install any meta packages that you might want. So let's go ahead and take a look at Kali Linux full tools. If I want to install these, we can see it 9 gigabytes, and we would just need to copy this right here, and the command which I won't actually run because it does take quite some time to download the amount of files, but I will show you how it works is sudo apt-update and sudo apt-install. And then the name of the whatever meta packages you want to install. Now with this system you can go ahead and install any group of packages you want, and it's really convenient way of modifying your system to include any packages you need to on the fly of specific use. And then 9th, well, install the USB rubber ducky encoder, which will allow us to write and encode human interface devices attacks for the USB rubber ducky. So let's install it. And now, so first we are going to go ahead and go to the description here and we'll download the tool that's used to flash the rubber ducky from the hack 5 drive GitHub repository. So going to our terminal window, we can go ahead and paste the git clone command here, and this will allow us, we can see, to download the USB rubber ducky, which I have already done. So what I will do is cd into the USB rubber ducky and then ls to see the available different files. ls is one type of Linux commands. It will see all the Linux commands in another system, and we see there's a duck encoder.jar. Now some people might not want to install Java, so I want to show you guys what happens if you don't have installed it, and quick walk around through. I used myself because I prefer using Python for tools like this. Now I can go into the USB rubber ducky and then go and double click on the duck encoder GUI, and I can see with my regular installation of it where I haven't installed Java, it just tries to unpack it, which is really annoying. So instead, let's use something that we are already have installed on Kali Linux rather than having to install something like Java. So we can just get right to encoding on USB rubber ducky without a lot of prerequisites that we don't really need it. So this project, I really like it, and it's called duckencoder.py. So what we can do here is simply clone this repository. My USB rubber ducky folder. It actually a kind of convenient because when I am within the USB rubber ducky folder, I can see this is one of the way that I can encode my USB rubber ducky. So if I want to, I can run rubber-ducky.py, and if I follow the syntax here with the script that I want to encode the Python rubber ducky encoder, duck encoder, py talk p tocl and then d, and then inject .bin as the input, then will give you everything we need to drag and drop over into USB rubber ducky in order to execute a human interface device. Thing is that simple things. The final thing in our list will be shutdown command init 0. Okay, once you follow these steps on your Kali Linux installation, it will be set up secure and able to use all the great tools that Kali has to offer. If you are curious about other things you can do with your new installation, I encourage you to check out some other videos also. Make sure like, comment and subscribe, and if you have any thought or feedback on the show, send me the messages on Instagram because I would